If you're a young person and you have the ability to stay home with your parents, as brutal as that sounds for some people, assuming that you live in a non-toxic environment or non-abusive environment, stay home. If you've got loving parents that nag you but they love you, stay home. If they're happy to cover you, stay home. The reason being is because whilst you're at home, you don't have to worry about rent, mortgages, or expenses. And this is the perfect time to save for your future, to buy that house, to move out and be independent but not worry about money and still have something behind you. I stayed home as long as I could because my parents, they're European. They want me home, but they were a pain in the ass, I will admit. Let's say that you're not in a position to live at home, and most people are not. Your options might be to find a cheap share house with people that are nice, that you can live with for a couple of years and pay a very small rent and expenses split between a bunch of people. And for some people, they don't like the idea of that, but if you want to live on your own, it's going to be expensive and you might never escape that rent trap, and you might be putting yourself into a worse position later without being able to buy a house and with having no money, and then you become a statistic like everyone else who complains that the cost of living is too high. If you can share house, especially if you know people that are fun to be around, it keeps you social, not isolated, but it also helps you save on rent and allows you to put money back in your pocket. This whole exercise is about putting money back into your pocket, and it's possible. It's not all doom and gloom like people make it out to be. In terms of food, learn how to cook. You're finding that you are buying food every day. Go back to basics. Stop buying food, stop buying coffees. Make your own coffee. Make your own sandwiches for work. Make your own food in general, and you will save more money. That is a fact. And it might take some time to meal prep, but there is so many videos online to help you make food and freeze it, and having food available to you. Learn how to cook. There's cookbooks, there's YouTube, there's everything. So there's not really any excuses. I think the food thing was probably the biggest saver for us. Like, I calculated, I was spending $3,000 a year on coffees, and I was spending about $6,000 or $7,000 a year on food, on dinners and lunches. And that's because I couldn't cook to save my life. Back then, I was just cooking non-stop in my parents' kitchen to save $1, and I saved much of it. And that was partly in the 4 years of savings. That was a big chunk of our house deposit. So, just small things like that makes a massive difference.
You can watch the full video on my YouTube channel.